What is up, Yeet Nation? Back at you again with yet another video. This time it's just going to be me for a tier list, and the thumbnail might be kind of bad unless I can convince Gavin to help me, because I tried to use GIMP, and I've come to the conclusion that it sucks complete ass. You put in, I just hit the microphone, you put in a PNG and it just leaves all the white part. It doesn't work very well at all. I might just be stupid, but so far I hate using it, so I'm going to try to never use it. So again, I just have to download a image from Google unless I can convince Gavin to help me. You can probably see in here, maybe you can't, but it's August 11th, and school starts on the 16th. So this is the last video. Before that, I'll probably still, periodically upload throughout the school year. But besides all that, this is going to be an NFL uniforms tier list. Because I just thought, oh, well, uniforms, that's a pretty good idea, right? So this is going to be mostly unbiased, just a little bit. So I'm just going to, go left to right and do all of them. So starting off with the Giants, their uniforms are a little bit plain, but their helmets, they have a bit of red in there. I feel like all the colors just, match pretty well. I hate the Giants, but I'm going to have to go with B tier for the uniforms. How about them Cowboys? Alright, now this is going to sound really, really biased, but the Cowboys uniforms are S tier. They just are, The helmets are, the helmets, everything just with these uniforms just looks great. I love the blue. It just works. It's just good. Now 49ers. Similar to the Cowboys, I think all of it just, kind of works. I like the yellowish pants. I like the red, and their helmets are pretty cool too. So I think we're gonna go with A for them. Now the Bears. Just based on my personal preference, I don't necessarily like the darker uniforms that much. They have a bit of orange in there, which definitely helps them out. But I'm gonna have to go with a C tier for them. The Eagles. Don't like the Eagles uniforms that much. Too dark in my opinion. Similar to the Bears, and I just don't like the dark color, so there. Now the Lions. The Lions are a light blue, obviously. I like the helmets quite a bit. And I think I'm going to put the Lions at a B tier uniforms. Now the Packers, it is an iconic look. And I do think yellow and gold works very well. So unfortunately, as much as I hate the Packers, I'm going to have to give them an A tier. Now, Vikings, this is also going to be like more personal preference, but I think, well, purple is by far my favorite color, especially darker purple like this. So I'm going to have to, I think I'm going to put the Vikings in an A tier. Now, Washington's uniforms are bad. Don't like the burgundy reddish. Just don't really like it that much. So I'm going to put that in D tier. Next up, the Seahawks. Now, these are darker uniforms, but I kind of like these. They got that neon greenish in there, and I think it just works. I think these are B tier. Now the Buccaneers are a pretty good shade of red, but they have brown in there and it just messes the whole thing up. Brown does not mix well with the rest of their, uniforms. I think C tier for those. The Cardinals uniforms are pretty freaking boring. They're just red and white. They are not very good. Fortunately, I'm going to have to put them in D tier. The Falcons. Now, this image doesn't really well represent what the Falcons uniforms look like, but I think these are their alternates, but they're colored ones. I like them. I like them a lot, actually. I think they go in A tier for me. Panthers are also really, really good uniforms. I love the blue with the black. Honestly, probably an A tier for me as well. Now the Rams. They're very vibrant and colorful, which I love. I think the blue and gold matches super, super well. Let's see here. Yeah, I think these are A tier as well for me. Saints. Pretty iconic colors here. You got the... I don't know if it's like black and gold, because that's what the Steelers have, but... Nevertheless, the Saints uniforms are very good. I'm going to have them in a B tier. Broncos got, orange. I'm not necessarily like a huge orange color, but I think I'll have them in B tier. Now here is the Ravens. I previously mentioned that I love purple. Damn it. But so purple is my favorite color, and obviously they have purple, but they also have a bit of like gold for the numbers, and I love the black helmets. I think the Ravens uniforms are S tier for me. They're up there with the Cowboys. I like them that much. Now the Browns uniforms are bad. They need to revamp their uniforms. The colors are just ugly. They're not very good. Raiders uniforms are pretty plain to me. I mean, the black, with the silver helmets is kind of cool, but I just think they need to bring more to the table with these. They're not atrocious though, so I'm gonna have to go with C. Bengals uniforms. Now these get a huge bonus because they have stripes, which not really any other, uniform has anything like that. So they definitely get a benefit from that. And I think for the 2020 season, they're supposed to be getting, the stripes are supposed to be changing up a little bit. They still haven't revealed those, and if they have, then I haven't seen them because I don't really follow exactly what the Bengals doing. But because they're, a lot more unique than the rest of the uniforms, I think they're an A tier uniform for me. The Bills are kind of a hard one to rank for me. I don't necessarily know how I feel about them. I don't like their helmets very much. I feel like their helmets need to be better, but they're not atrocious by any means. I'm going to go with B tier for them. The Chargers are definitely not bad. The lightning bolt is very cool. I like the blue they got going on. I'm going to go with C tier for them. Now the Chiefs. I love the Chiefs red. I just think it pops really well. I like the yellow they have in there. Love the red helmets. These get an S tier for me. the Colts. These are the colored ones, obviously. I think, I'm not necessarily sure. I don't watch the Colts very often. They're kind of basic, kind of just middle of the road for me. So that's gonna give me a B tier for me. The Jaguars uniforms, they bring teal back, which they desperately needed to do because the ones they had, not necessarily these ones, but the ones where the helmet was like half one color and half gold, like those were trash. These ones in this are okay, but they're bringing back the teal, which they desperately needed to do. Now the Jets, I actually love the new Jets uniforms. I didn't watch football when they had their old ones, but from what I've seen, they were very bad. I liken them to the Cardinals uniforms of how plain they were. But these new ones, honestly, they're S tier uniform for me. The Patriots, they got the whole red, white, and blue thing going on, but I just feel like they're kind of plain. So I think they're C tier for me. Hold up now, how does this tier list work? Okay, yeah, I can. Dolphins. I know a lot of people love these, but I'm not like a huge fan of the Dolphins uniforms. I don't like their colors that much, but I think they're good enough for B tier for me. The Steelers. Steelers are iconic uniforms, of course. They've got the black and the gold. It works so well. They are going in. Are they A or S for me, though? I'm going to have to go with, I think they're A tier. Texans, I don't like the Texans uniform very much, honestly. I think they're D tier, honestly. Texans uniforms are kind of bad in my opinion. Just not very vibrant, not very colorful, which is a trend of uniforms that I don't like. And the Titans. I think the Titans uniforms are alright. I definitely wouldn't put them up like in the upper echelon of my favorite uniforms. They're not like super offensive. I'm just put them in C tier for me. Okay, that is all 32 uniforms in the NFL. The ones that are trash, I think, are Washington, the Cardinals, the Browns, and the Texans. Just don't think they bring that much to the table. Don't really like their color scheme, or the color scheme is just boring in the case of the Cardinals and the Texans. The Browns uniforms could be good if they would change them. Washington's color scheme is just not my thing. I think these ones are alright. Like, they're not atrocious, but I definitely don't put them in the favorites. These ones are, decent. Like, they're not bad by any means. A tier are very good uniforms, and the S tier are the best uniforms. Now, obviously, I am a Cowboys fan, and that's going to be a little bit biased, but I just feel like it works so well. I love the blue, love the white, just all works together. The helmets, the whatever kind of colored paints those are, it all just works great. The Ravens, purple, love purple. The red, this super vibrant red. I love the Jets green. So that is my reasoning for having those as S tier uniforms. And yeah, that's pretty much every uniform in the NFL ranked by my opinion. So yeah, that's about it.